Hey everyone, and welcome to PGN Live. It is Wednesday. Wow, fast week. September 24th, 2025. And we've got some cool stuff to talk about. Give me a moment to set things up, but come on into the chat. Go ahead and start talking amongst yourselves. Leave me a message. I will get back to it shortly. I was just playing some Donkey Kong Bonanza a moment ago. Also, I downloaded Hades 2, which will go live tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah. It's a good week for gaming. When's it not a good week for gaming, you know? Alright. I'm almost ready to take a look at the chat and stuff. Okay, we're almost there. I think we're good now. Alrighty. Let's see who's in here already. Byzantium. Hi there. Good to see you. Dropped everything for a PGN notification. Well, at least you got a PGN notification. Byzantium. So thank you for doing that. I mean, hopefully it wasn't anything too important that you had to drop. But welcome here. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, not everyone gets the notification quickly. Some don't get it at all, you know? Guess it's one of those things. But hey, you're here. So something worked out. So let's go. You streaming the state of play? No, I can't, unfortunately. I will be out and then back home like 2:15, 2:20. It's going to take place at 2 to roughly like 2:25. So I could get back, hop on live, or hop online and be live for a little bit, you know, but it would be really just for like the last 10 minutes or so of the event. And it wouldn't help out too much. I mean, maybe some people would watch live with me, but if they're already watching live elsewhere, whether it's just on their own, like on YouTube, watching PlayStation there, or on another content creator's live stream or something, you know, what's the likelihood of switching over for like the last 10 minutes? So, what I'll probably do is avoid any kind of spoilers. So, when I get home, watch it as if it were live, even if I'll be 20 minutes behind. Just rewind to the beginning, not look at the screen, and then make it like a reaction video, you know? So it won't be live, but there'll be a reaction video that goes up shortly after. And if there's anything in particular that's really cool out of it, oh, then I'll definitely make some a la carte videos there. You know what I mean? Like, not that I'm saying, oh, I'm guaranteed to go big for Wolverine, but pretty close to a guaranteed pop, depending on how the trailer is, of course. But that's just a game that I'm really looking forward to, regardless of what they show. Just if it's there, it's kind of like good enough for me. A release year, a quarter, a date, cinematic trailer, gameplay trailer, combo. Like, dude, sign me up for Wolverine. So yeah, Crazy Scott saying, curious what they're gonna show off. Yeah, hoping it's Wolverine. Yeah, Crazy Scott also got notified. Byzantium's notification bell is on. Definitely more random if it's the personalized option rather than all. Aha. Nin 128 is here. JM Powers. Good afternoon, everyone. You're here. You bought 3 Yankee shirts earlier today. Cool. Mr. Black. Hello there. Uh-oh, Mr. Black. Well, it makes sense that Mr. Black's name is in gray, but Mr. Black, because, black and gray, and it makes sense. But Mr. Black, is your name not green? Your name's got to be green. You deserve to have a green name around here. If I could gift specifically to you for helping out with the channel, I would gift you a membership because you deserve it, Mr. Black. Roger Enyart. Speaking of membership gifting, look at that. 1 month already. Wow. Seems longer. Happy Wednesday to everyone. We watching the State of Play? I watched the Capcom one earlier after it aired. What to expect in today's State of Play? I don't expect much. Roger, yeah. Kind of wild, right? Dang, it's already been a month? I guess we've had a lot of conversations. Once I started streaming, I've been on YouTube for like 19 years. You go back, I'm one of the OGs that started off on the platform and started making content. Like 2006, 7, I think 7 was the official year I put up my first content. Maybe it was 6. I don't know. I'd have to rewind and look back. But I've been on the platform for a long time. Many E3 videos, many old school things, footage, Super Smash Brothers being shown for the first time. Brawl, that is, But not really starting streaming until kind of like mid-August. Of course, Mr. Black was here, I remember, for the birthday stream in which he was the first ever winner of an eShop card for that birthday stream / 5,000, member goal achieved. But that was like July 2nd, which was a while after the June 5th stream, which was live outside of Best Buy with my iPhone, just, streaming the event. But August 6th, yeah, we started this regular PGN Live. Wasn't quite super regular yet. It took a couple of weeks. So you're looking at, like a month ago, kind of, 4.5 weeks-ish. Time's flying, but we're having fun. This community's awesome. We're growing. People are liking the shorts. New people are finding the channel every day. I'm pretty happy. The Yankees made the playoffs, so I bought some playoff shirts. That's cool. JM Powers, 83. Nin 128. Big Nintendo IP going to PlayStation is just not a rumor, so no salt needed. Oh, you're saying... Wait, hold on. Are you saying that you heard something? That you read of a rumor somewhere? Nin 128? That's very interesting. Mr. Black, I think gifted month is up, Polygon Network. LOL. I appreciate that, man. So the one you had, Mr. Black, was a gifted one, right? Well, dang it. You need to be gifted a new one, Mr. Black. It's random. That's the thing, You know how it is. It's going to happen. It's going to happen sooner or later. Resident Evil 2 and 4 remakes? Sounds good with me. Mr. Black, 2006 was when you graduated? Me too. Although we might be talking about from different schools. Like, where did you graduate from in 06? Middle school, elementary, high school? I graduated 2006 from university. So I could be a little bit older than you. Or maybe not. I guess it depends. What did you graduate from in 06? From getting your doctorate or something like that, then you're younger than me or older than me. Yeah. Egomaniac 87 is here. Yo, what's up? That was crazy too. First time winning anything, then I got a gifted member. Dang, Mr. Black, that was like back to back, boom, boom. Good for you. Definitely different schools. Mine was high school, lol. You graduated high school in '06. Yeah, I graduated high school in '01. So I guess I'm like 5 years older than you, right? Yeah. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Well, anybody here at any age, you're all welcome, you know. Uh, it seems like the YouTube algorithm says I think the main audience of this channel is like 18 to 54-year-olds, but that's a big range. That's like a very wide range. I think it narrows it down and it says like I forgot what the narrowed down thing is, but it's like 18 to 55 or 18 to 54. Well, like dude, that's like a 26-year, 27-year span. That's a lot. That's a big span. But yeah, we've had a lot of cool folks come by, a lot of regulars in the chat, which I appreciate. Some people that just come by once in a while. You know, sometimes somebody says, you know, I saw this short or I was a fan of these shorts and that's why I'm here. Some people were gifted a membership that never hopped onto a live stream, but they got an email notification and then all of a sudden, boom, hey, here I am having a good time. So, yeah, everyone's welcome. There is no way in blank that a Nintendo IP will go to Sony or Microsoft. Just saying, Nintendo don't need that extra money. That would be crazy. It makes more sense for sure that an Xbox game would end up on Nintendo Switch 2 than vice versa. Like, let's see. The likelihood of Mario going anywhere is so slim, but not entirely impossible because we got Super Mario Run on iOS and Android, right? You got Mario Kart Tour also on iOS and Android. So Nintendo's not against it, but it's different putting it not on a smartphone and putting it on like a designated home console rival. You know. By the way, I'm from New York City. The Yankees are my hometown team. I'm not on any bandwagon. I've been a Yankee fan for my whole life. That's cool, JM Powers. No, that makes sense. Like if you got 3 Yankees jerseys, I imagine that you're from New York. Aaron Cedillo, hi there. Nin128, they don't need the money, so they dump an IP. The gamer in me thinks we're all the same age. Yeah, Mr. Black, that's true, you know? We're all playing the same stuff. Yeah. I never went to college. I struggled so much in high school and left after junior year. I worked for my dad for a little bit after that. Yeah, everyone's got a different path in life, JM Powers. There are some ways of going about it that might have a little bit more statistical likelihood of reaching this or that, but you know, no absolute guarantees, right? You know what's an absolute guarantee? That if you're a good person, I'll like you. If you're a good person, then you'll be cool by me. That's a guarantee for what it's worth. I'll think you're cool. Yeah. Being nice. Being nice. It's like my favorite thing. Being funny is right up there with being nice. But being nice to everyone has got to top being funny, you know? Because you could be funny or have a sense of humor, but you could be kind of a jerk, and then it's like, dude, your comedy goes down when you can't be taken seriously as also being a good person with some merit, you know? Whereas you could just be kind, but not really have that funny bone in you. And that's okay. Like, you don't have to make people laugh. You could inspire folks. You could help people out. You could financially contribute. You could be that kind of neighbor that is watchful of your neighbor's house when they leave, right? Be someone that doesn't have a funny bone in their body, but does not mind holding the door open for multiple people coming through, right? Being kind, that's the best. Roger says, smash that like button. Something good might happen. Oh, when Roger says that, something good usually does happen. There are 15 people watching now with 9 likes. We're just one away from 10. I think 10 is achievable. Usually these streams are pretty close with how many people are watching and how many people are liking. Mr. Black, I haven't been as active on YouTube as of late because I just got promoted at work. Yeah, we haven't actually been able to talk live on one of my streams, Mr. Black, in a while. Congratulations, by the way. I gave you that little bit of a shout out post because I thought, oh, you deserve it. As you can see, your name is still right here as that top single September super chat for that month. So you and Roger both received that, specific bonus shout out available to the whole channel to see, and that was before you got the promotion at work. I think when we were on Nintendo Prime stream, I was able to tell you a couple of the last times, like, congratulations. So however you got that promotion, I'm sure you deserved it. Good character, good values, obviously talented in some capacity. Doing whatever you do is what got you there. So, here's wishing you continued success in your future endeavors. Keep on to that promotion, man. Do well. Go get another promotion. And speaking of promotion, I don't know about speaking about promotion, but speaking of cool things, I guess, Roger Enyart with 10 gifted memberships. Big thank you, Roger. You already got us going on. Got us on the board. Who are the recipients? Carrie, Dr. Smooth, Ultra Moon Trainer, The Artist Row, Isaac Newton, Mr. Black. Speaking of which, Mr. Black got the membership. All right. Andrew Kota, Something About Music, Tech House, and there's got to be someone else. What did I not say? Oh, Anthony Nelson. The first one, ironically. Mr. Black, you got gifted again. Heck yeah. Whenever somebody is generous and buys the gifts for others or donates towards the channel, yet their own name is not gray, they're taking care of others in the community more than themselves. They're helping me out financially. It sure is nice to see you get a little bit of a something right back, Although it's random, and although, I like seeing everybody up in here getting a membership, it is nice to see a regular get one who has contributed elsewhere. So big thank you to Roger Enyart for gifting those 10 memberships. And way to go to everybody getting one. You got it back. You got it back. Mr. Black is no longer in black. He's in green. Roger Enyart, you're green right up in here. Oh, and we're a little bit closer to our member goal. Nintendo Prime in the chat. The 10 gifted. Look at what Nintendo Prime's got, by the way. Next to his name, I think Nintendo Prime. Nate might be the only person in here at the moment with that Green Ranger badge. Yeah. That's not the introductory badge. That's not the 1 or 2 month badge. No, that's that next level. Oh, Nin128. Oh, yeah, you've got it. You've got that Green Ranger badge. Podcast day, folks. Excited and hyped. That's right. Tune in to the Nintendo Byte podcast tonight. And you've got Nintendo Prime, Eric Moore, Gamebird Classic, Thunderstash Gaming. Maybe some guests. I wouldn't be surprised. And you can watch it on multiple channels. there'll be some stuff to talk about. You've got Tokyo Game Show going on right now. Maybe by the time the podcast airs, maybe even right now, someone's got some Resident Evil 9, Resident Evil Requiem gameplay footage going on from the show floor from that Nintendo Switch 2 build. That's a possibility. Exciting thoughts. Then you've also got the State of Play. We won't be able to watch it live here, but I will be talking about it later and putting up my reactions to it later. Breaking it up into parts if there's anything that's really cool. Like I'm telling you, if they show Wolverine, dude, I'm going to be so stoked. Awesome sauce indeed. Mr. Black just did a little dance. Very good. JM Powers, why do I never get a gifted subscription? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Sigh. I don't know, JM Powers. You know, Boo Minnie had this thing going on where she gifted so many people. Other people tried to gift her. She just didn't get one herself until finally she bought a gifted and it went to her. So, just the luck of the draw. I don't know. Something in the algorithm. I don't know. Crazy Scott, dang, still not green. That's okay. I'd like to thank whoever gifted me a membership a few days ago. I don't know who it was, or if I'm able to check. But thank you, whoever you are, says Darren Nye. Darren Nye, welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't know for sure who it was. I mean, if I rewound that podcast, or if I rewound that live stream of mine and pushed play to when you did get it, because chances are I did read the name out loud, it's a good possibility that it was given to you from Roger Enyart. So that might be the case. Because Roger did gift some memberships a few days ago, as he did just a few moments ago. I can emoji the badge, Mr. Black? Yes, you could, yeah. I went really wild out there. The emojis you could use are based off of the badges next to your name. I don't have a 1-year badge yet. I mean, we just started this streaming deal, a couple months ago. So we'll get there. I've got some ideas though. Oh, Nintendo Prime is saying that Sky Sword Alyssa and Action Jack are the guests. We're talking Tokyo Game Show and Zelda, baby. That's right. Yeah. Good topics. Can't go wrong with Zelda. Gosh, we've got... Also, I don't think I told this to Nate. Chat... I said something about this yesterday. Oh, so maybe some of you were here yesterday when I said it, including Nate, possibly. I don't know, but just we didn't talk like via text over it. Let me read a couple of these, and then I'll get to something. It's a little something, but something. Me wants a tease on the new 3D Zelda. Even a tease would be amazing. And that's true, Boo did forever. You're right. Oh, Mr. Black, Zelda's one of those games... I don't mind knowing about it 3 years in advance. It's okay. I don't need a direct that's 15 minutes long dedicated to the game. That's fine. I don't need a full title of it. I don't need full-on gameplay footage, a release quarter, date, even a year. Nintendo with Zelda could be like, a brand new entry in the Legend of Zelda series is currently in development exclusively for Nintendo Switch 2. Boom, good enough. Woo! That's all I need from Zelda to make me happy. Like, I know it's happening. Just like I know a new 3D Mario is happening. But them saying it, just seeing that logo that I love so much officially out there on a black screen or something like that, voiced over by somebody at Nintendo is good enough for me to be hyped. Now, to be fair, to be honest, a little bit more so, a lot more so, hype would come out of me if they gave like 15-30 second trailer of anything Zelda and said 2027. All I need. Because I'll watch that 30-second trailer more times than I'd care to admit. It'd take up multiple minutes worth of my time watching that half a minute clip over and over again. Eventually, potentially hours worth. And that's okay. Give it to me now. Show it off again several months from now, several months later, several months after that, big gaps in between, and then here it's coming out November 2027. Like, let's go. I could wait. I'm okay with that. Because it's Zelda, dude. It's Mario. So, yeah, I'm with you all. Anything Zelda and the little droplet morsel, whatever they want to give us, I'm down with. Roger Enyar's looking forward to Nintendo Prime's podcast. Heck yeah. Exactly. I just want to know if it's out there officially. Yes, Mr. Black. JM Powers. What if they skip 3D Zelda on Switch 2 and only do 2D Zelda and Hyrule Warriors? I don't think that's likely, but hey, a new 2D Zelda is a new Zelda for me. Like, I love 2D Zelda. I do favor 3D, but a new 2D ambitious Zelda game could be awesome. And Hyrule Warriors looks so good. I mean, have you seen the artwork? You know what? I've already got Nintendo Prime's face on here. And I know that Nate... Ooh, that's cool. I think those are desk mats. That's pretty sweet. I could scroll and find it myself. But yeah, I know Nate just put it up the other day. So take a look at some of this. Take a look at some of this. Doesn't that look cool? New artwork released. From Age of Imprisonment. Look at Mineru. Super cool. Take a look at Ganondorf, dude. Just looks like a boss. Looks like just a boss right here. Maybe I should do a Ganondorf cosplay. I mean, while I'm growing the beard, let's see. I just have to shave here and here, give myself a little bit of an Abe Lincoln. Dye the hair red. Get my eyebrows up a little bit more. Put on some weight. Yeah. Find a boulder. I know some boulders. You know what? Maybe I do a Ganondorf cosplay. Yeah, he looks like such a badass. I mean, his amiibo was great, But that's cool. How did we get here? Why did we get here? Oh, yeah. Like, what if they skip 3D Zelda? I'd be a little bit disappointed. But, hey, if we got a new 2D Zelda and Hyrule Warriors, and that was what we got out of Zelda on Switch 2, it's alright. It's alright. Can't complain, really. It's still Zelda at the end of the day. It's still one of my top 3 favorite franchises. Zelda, Mario, and Street Fighter are like my top 3. I would say that 1 and 2 tied are pretty much Zelda and Mario, with Street Fighter getting second place. Kind of, yeah. Johan S. Mario Kart Double Dash might be coming to NSO in 2026. Is that a thought, a hope, a feeling, a rumor? What is that, Johan S.? Yvonne Francois, hi everyone. And Mr. Black, yeah, he's disagreeing though. Definitely, no way. Nintendo is doing a 3D Zelda on Switch too. Yeah, I see. I agree. Have we rewatched the Metroid Prime 4 2017 trailer on here yet? Yes, we have. We have, iByzantium. On our Metroid Revisiting Day, We went over every Metroid Prime 4 piece of material that Nintendo gave us officially, including my own hands-on playtime this past April at the Nintendo Switch 2 experience in Los Angeles. But yeah. Yeah, we watched that. Dang. What a time, man. Being at E3 2017, Nintendo Switch is 3 months old, and then just getting that confirmation of Prime 4. That's what I want with Zelda. I think Nintendo is cautious though of let's not let certain things out too early. But to be fair, they never anticipated on that day at E3 2017 that the game would be rebooted a year and a half later, and then end up coming out in like 2025, right? Where does Zelda go from here? Still open world or back to classic? I wouldn't mind it being open world but smaller than the maps of Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, with still plenty to explore in this open world that is smaller. Designated dungeons, kind of like how Tears of the Kingdom had improved designated dungeons over Breath of the Wild's, playing a little bit more on classic items, in which those items would serve a greater purpose in the overall smaller field of Hyrule or whatever land we're exploring, and that new heights, literally heights and new locales, could be unlocked in the main world, Metroid-ish in style, when it comes to, you see something, you just don't have that item yet. But you will get it eventually in one of these dungeons. Cohesive story. A bad guy that, if the bad guy is out and alive right now, you see them throughout the quest. They're causing havoc now. But part of my draw here, in it being a little bit of a smaller world, is the trade-off, that increased level of visual fidelity, where I want them to go back to like a super realistic approach. I really want that E3 2011 Zelda tech demo. But then some, you know? Cranked up a notch because it's been a while. It's been 14 years. The power of Nintendo Switch 2 is far greater than Wii U. Yet that Wii U tech demo looked bonkers good. I played it. You were able to move the camera and switch between night and day and stuff like that. That's the play of it, you know. But it was great. And also, some different gameplay elements that we're not expecting. Partway through the game, you think you've understood the gameplay loop, and you get a boat, not too dissimilar from the King of Red Lions, and it takes you to a whole other part that you didn't even know was there. Like Zelda, the mystery of it, the unexpected nature of it, the beauty, the aura it gives off. It's one of the finest in all of gaming, you know. The music, the characters, the magic, sense of exploration, the empowering your character, leveling him up. It's wonderful. Yeah, a little bit smaller than Breath of the Wild. Graphics cranked up, hyper realistic. A little bit more emphasis on dungeons. A little more emphasis on items from dungeons having a bigger role in the main world. And a secret gameplay loop that doesn't even enter your world until like 2/3 into the game. And maybe not even taking place in Hyrule. Or Hyrule just being a part of it, you know? Yeah. Some ideas. Good question in 128. Darren Nye, I would love to see a remake of A Link to the Past like they did with Link's Awakening. You know what I would like? Yes, I agree, but not in Link's Awakening chibi kind of cutish sort of art style. Not that I don't like that art style. I think it fit well for Link's Awakening. I think it fit well for Echoes of Wisdom. But if Nintendo were to do their own take on HD 2D HD, and call it Hyperpixel or Pixel Plus or something like that, and hyper animate A Link to the Past with high density pixels all over, not giving it a 3D animated look, but animating these 2D appearing 3D pixels and recreating, I should say, A Link to the Past in that way would be pretty damn cool. Or you try A Link to the Past in modern 3D, right? Like modern 3D, Donkey Kong Bonanza style graphics. Like that's a very different approach. But yeah. Why not mix open world and classic? Yeah, that's kind of what I was explaining. Joycey J, hey there, listening while driving. Very nice. Mr. Black, you like that idea? Would be crazy. Nice. King Paco Nintendo lover, welcome. How you doing? I just want to see classic dungeons come back. Dungeons were fun to figure out. Yeah. Anybody update the Mario Kart World? I updated it. I have not played in it yet because this morning I chose with some free time to play Kirby and Donkey Kong. I was playing a little bit of those too. And I also downloaded Hades 2. You know what? That's a little bit of a topic. So I was at GameStop over the weekend with my wife and kids, and I pre-ordered a whole bunch of stuff, including Hades 2. I was like, Hades 2, physical, heck yeah, $50, let's go. Coming out a month later or something like that, that's fine with me. I've got enough to play right now. And then I did a little bit more research, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. First of all, it's not 1 month later, it's 2 months later, because Hades 2 is not coming out in October. It's coming out freaking tomorrow. Okay, so there's an 8-week gap between Hades 2 digital and physical, and I originally thought, I knew it was 2 months, but then as time went by, I thought it was like just a month, but no, it's 8 weeks apart. And then the cost, it's not 50 physical and 50 digital, it's $29.99 digital, no tax, or $49.99 physical with tax. Now, it changes per state, but in California, for instance, it's 9.75% interest, tax, I should say, on physical games media at like your local GameStop. So that $50 game is actually going to be like $54.87 or something. Meanwhile, you get digital gift cards from GameStop for 5% off. So getting $30 in GameStop currency doesn't cost you $30. It actually costs you $28.50. So now I'm looking at a $28.49 for Hades 2 physical, or like $54.87 for Hades 2 digital. Or sorry, I got tongue-tied. Basically, $28.50 digital 2 months early, or $54 physical 2 months later. That's a cost differential of $26. That's almost double the cost of the game. And it's only 9.3 gigs. Because the other trade-off is like, well, if it's eating up another 64 gigs of storage space, and it's only a month off, and it's the same price, I could wait. But it's 2 months off, it's only 9.3 gigs. You still get both versions, NS and NS2 versions, whether it's physical or digital. And that price difference, dude, $26. I'm a physical medium guy for the most part, but I'm also a cost-effective person in life, and I can't justify paying that. I could wait. I don't mind waiting a month or two, but nah. I'm going to take my deposit of Hades 2 physical at GameStop and put it over onto some other game, and I'm going to enjoy the game tomorrow. Hades 2, let's go. I know that was a lot on Hades too, but yeah, I'm stoked. Small little man, hi Paul. I loved your jackass video today. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. It was so much fun. It was pretty funny. Boom, Minnie, hi there. Speaking of people who uh, like gifted memberships, Boom, Minnie, I'm glad you had one. No, please, no boat. That boat took forever to get to where you wanted to go. Maybe a speedboat that goes very fast. I mean, it doesn't have to be the same type of boat, but a different type of navigation. And one where once you get to the boat and your destination, you got to swim down to get to this underwater dungeon. Water Temple returns. I would like to swim underwater again in Zelda, you know? Johan S., you would like Mario Kart Double Dash to come next year. Okay, cool. That'd be crazy if a new 3D Zelda had levels for Link like Skyrim and crafting, Mr. Black? Maybe. Random thought. A Zelda Mystery Dungeon game would be neat. Yeah, in 128. That'd be cool. Comment back. A Link to the Past like Octopath style graphics? Yeah, kind of like that, but Nintendo's own take. Steak 1024, hi there. Robbie Rains, hi. Is Hades 2 a game key card? No, it's a pure physical cartridge. I think part of the reason why it's costing $20 more is that it's that 64 gigabyte cartridge, even though it's only 9.3. There is no like, oh yeah, 16 gigabyte option, you know. Boom Mini with one gifted membership. Thank you, Boom Mini, for doing that. Tepic was the recipient. That's very nice of you. Thank you, Boom Mini, for that contribution. You played Kirby and Donkey Kong? How do you do that? I have a hard time playing more than I want to. Well, yeah, I gave myself half an hour of playing Kirby and then like another hour of playing Donkey Kong. And that was fun. I guess since both games are not old, but both games that are titles that I have previously beaten, it's a little bit easier to just dive into one, play it for a bit. I'm playing each game's respective DLC, you know. Mr. Black with a good speculation that I'm really an octopus. Yes. Yes. Roger Enyart with a very important question. Seriously? 23 watching and only 13 likes? What's wrong with people? Use that mouse button and click that like button. I agree. Hey, we're at 25 watching, 18 likes now. So that goes up. That has gone up, I mean. Joyce, Zelda game where Link finds out about his lineage and background. You're moved on from this topic, but I just stopped. That's okay, Joyce J. I'm glad that you stopped and typed that. Yeah. Some Link finding out about his past, about his reincarnated selves. I came up with a fun thing way back in the day when I was working for, I guess, gamers.com. The Legend of Zelda: The Coming Together. And I made a little article on it, a little story. And it was of an idea for a Zelda game where multiple links come together from different timelines. And I was always wondering, will this ever happen? Gosh, that was maybe like 2004 or 3 or something like that. I don't think Twilight Princess was out yet. That's how old that might have been. Woo! Yeah. Mr. Black says, Player Essence just said Hades 2 just beat out Silk Song. Oh yeah, let's look at the reviews. Yeah. Oh, Hades 2 is no joke. Hades was my game of the year in 2020. Very difficult year to give a game of year because Final Fantasy VII Remake, Spider-Man, Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, and Hades came out. There were like 2 on this side, on the Nintendo side, and 4 on the PlayStation side. And I was like, gosh, what wins GOTY? and I gave it to Hades. Later on, several months later, when Age of Calamity continued to get DLC, part of me was retroactively thinking, okay, maybe Hyrule Warriors with all of this extra content wins? I don't know. But I gave it to Hades in the end, you know? Because then you started getting into the territory of, okay, well, what about... No, it wasn't Spider-Man. It was Miles Morales 2020. Yeah. Yeah. But then you started getting into, like, okay, well, what about this game now when you're playing it on this system? And then, okay, what about the integrated version of this and this and this? And, no. Hades is terrific. Loved it. I knew right away Nintendo was going to have a banger on their hands when it came to Hades 2. And then when they said it's exclusive on the console side to Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2, wow, then do we have a big winner on our hands? Yeah, it's been in like that pre-play on Steam for a while, but yeah, Hades 2, that's a Nintendo exclusive on the console side. Gosh, with a 94 average based off of 30 critical reviews, really good. Roger asking Joycey, okay, I never wonder why none of the Legend of Zelda games we ever see Link's parents, just once we got a sister and a grandmother. Makes you wonder a lot. Yes, swimming underwater in Zelda was always awesome. You could see the Zora underwater again. Yeah, imagine like going as Link, having some badass tunic or something like that, going into, this old crusty ship that's been wrecked and having some water fighting abilities, swimming gear to make it fast and easy, and like, dude, just the visuals. Oh my gosh. Dang it. I'm so excited for the next Zelda. Whatever they do, I'm sure it's going to be pretty sweet. Boom Mini, I'm supposed to be pausing on gifted memberships, but I can do one. It's only 99 cents. Well, thank you, Boom Mini, again. That was nice of you. Joycey, I think it's because Link has been an avatar. He's his own character. He deserves a full backstory. He does. Are you going to buy Duskbloods? Probably. I mean, off of interest alone right now, I gotta say probably yes. I was thinking about it being an online only game kind of turned me off. We know so little about it that all I know is that this is a major high quality developer that has won Game of the Year in the past, that is making a game from scratch exclusively for Nintendo. That hype alone has got me that hype alone has got me hyped. But also what's got me hyped is Roger with a 10 gifted memberships. Huge thank you, Roger. Again. Holy cow. We're at 284 memberships now in this fine community. Big thank you, Roger Enyart. Hold on. Let me highlight this to see, where did I leave off? Okay. I'm on Nin128's comment next. Roger, who got a membership? We got Shinya Man 250, GM the Man, Crudisel, Neon Magma, Random Guy, Hero Link 87, aka Benjamin Frisbee, Andy Wilkins, Midnight, Rosaline here, and Star Wars 3. Big thank you, Roger. 10 people here. Well, 10 more people got one. That means probably there's a little chance that one of these 10 might hop in later in the stream because they just got a little notification on their phone, email saying, you've just been gifted a membership to Paul Gale Network on YouTube. What? Yeah, he's streaming now, by the way. Huh? And then maybe we see them in the chat. So, hopefully. But that's cool. Thanks a lot, Roger. Very nice of you. Helping us get closer and closer. 320. We're getting there. Nin128 says, Zelda in space. Link rides the red rocket junk ship around the Hyrule system. Link in space. I could see it. I could also see Link in a cyberpunk ish kind of future world with technology, Blade Runner esque, Tron ish. Yeah, very different kind of Link. Different look, different garb, tech, gear, lore expansion. A Hyrule that finally moved on, that wasn't devastated time and time again, and having to go backwards in this Lon Lon Ranch with this grassy field, with this horse, with this boom, boom, boom. Like, it went far into the future. Alternate timeline, maybe? Maybe split off again? So they have a justified reason for why future Zelda games are still with water and grass and trees and stuff, but this being very different. Imagine the creativity of seeing the Deku Tree, but it's like one of the very few trees that's organic, and there's this whole thing of like techno organic that a corporation is trying to make everything purely metal and off of these nanotech things, and you've got this tree hidden somewhere in the lost woods, and how visually striking it would be to see greenery and trees different than plastic trees and metal trees and stuff like that that are, you know, corporate made. Like, yeah, there was this natural progression to things being concrete, plastic and stuff in a Hyrule that was able to finally move on and have electricity and flashlights and stuff and not just fire and flames and whatnot. The tech to continue. But then it got a little bit too far with, oh, we're bulldozing over rocks and mountains and stuff, and then you got Gorons. Damn, dude, I'm giving some like thoughts that are flying off the dome right now. Gorons and how their work has shifted. You know, they got manipulated into carving out their mountain and giving up space to now to the point like where they're hungry, and seeing the Gorons, instead of being these fat chunky characters, all kind of like slimmed down because there's less earth to eat. They've mined out so much earth. Water's a little bit polluted. Not all, but it continues to get worse year after year. So the Zora have a little bit more difficult of a time in traversing. Or they've become legend because they've distanced themselves so much from the rest of Hyrule because of the toxicity in dumping into the water, that their kingdom, though sparse, is still beautiful and organic. But even they're being threatened by this tech emperor Ganon, right? Dude, like, there's a lot of cool stuff. There's still martial arts schools, there are still academies, but not so much in the terms of knights. You know, you could still have a president's first daughter, young lady, Zelda, curious in the books of the arts of the ancients. Stumbles upon in the alley a young boy who's coming out of a martial arts academy training to potentially enter like the police force in Link, and there begins Zelda and Link coming together. Their hands glow, and when their hands glow upon this encounter, the president's own daughter, this up and coming police officer in training, Link or something like that, their hands glow. There goes this evil corporate guy's hand glowing, and it triggers back this memory, eons worth of Ganondorf's and, you know, demise, and going all the way back. Like, he was kind of a bit of a jerk, but he wasn't truly evil. And then it untaps something in him, and all these Triforces, these three pieces, are glowing, and it does something to all their minds. Dude, like this is some cool stuff. Whoo! I don't know about you all, like I'm having fun. Like these are some fun ideas. Futuristic Zelda game. That's how you do it. So you have a little bit more story, but you got awesome navigation. You have cool dungeons. You have Link and Zelda going off on a quest together to learn more about themselves and the past and helping things get back to the way they were. An uncovering of the Master Sword, regenerating Koroks back into the world to bring some magic back. Going through these cities, end up fighting villains that are now after you, a corruption from this evil, greedy corporation, putting evil into their tech, even into the tech that is like the artificial intelligence AI police squad, which is kind of taking over the human aspect of it, the elf aspect of it, in which Link is one of the few that's like in this martial arts academy kind of training to become a human cop, an elf cop, Hylian cop, not as needed. Master Cycle returning. Neon lights and cool stuff. Neat boss battles. Yeah. I've thought about a futuristic Zelda for many years, a couple of decades. I've spent a little bit of time here and there thinking of things that I would like to see, certain visions of how things would look. But right now, just given a little bit of a time to speak to a dope audience like yourselves, I've been having fun kind of exploring a little more. Let me get back to the chat. Jeez Louise, I've been off in my own world for a bit. My copy of Sonic Racing Crossroads arrived today. It's really good. Awesome, Darren and I had fun with the demo. That was cool. I'm glad you liked it. Glad you're liking it. Do you think Cyberpunk 2077 could have won GOTY if it came out in a playable state? Ooh. Playable state? Maybe. I mean, it was playable. Shoot, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077 when it came out. I bought the Xbox One version, but I was playing most of that game on my Xbox Series X that came out like a month or two later. And the first patch was very soon into the release. Then again, I got caught up like playing about 1,500 hours in the game, but just in the create a character spot. I couldn't get past the create a character spot for like 1,500 hours, And then I finally got into the gameplay for like 15 hours, worth. If that game came out with like the Liberty expansion and everything, Night City, now that game would be a very full 2021, a 2020 release. But let's say the 2020 release didn't come with all the DLC, it was just a refined experience, boom, right then and there. Could that have won? Maybe for some, yeah. For me, probably Hades would have still won that year's. Mr. Black, liking the stream. Heck yeah. I like the sound of that. Thank you, Mr. Black. Awesome sauce again. Yes. Did anyone get the new Daemon X Machina game? I did not. I downloaded the demo, which was fun, though. Tsukino Ame, hi there. J-Views, what's up? Crazy Scott saying, seems stupid that gifted membership don't first go to people who are currently in the live stream. Crazy Scott, I know what you mean. JM Powers is playing Cyberpunk right now, which is pretty sweet. Have Lon Lon Market instead of Lon Lon Ranch. Yeah? Mr. Black telling J-Views, okay, just got a promotion at work. That's badass. I'm happy for you. A pot store where Link can go in and smash the pots. Then Crazy Flower Lad beats him up again. Goron should stay in the game. They're my favorite. Yeah, I like Gorons a lot. It's good on Switch too. I originally played it on PC. Oh yeah, Roger, the Cyberpunk? Yeah. I've only played on Switch 2. Beat it already. Screwed up in Phantom Liberty. I got locked out of the majority of the DLC. Oh, man. Boom Mini. I'm still nowhere near winning the Boom Mini challenge. 6 games by November. I remember. I have not forgotten Boom Mini. You jostled my memory, though. That's funny. Good luck. Roger, be right back. Gotta fix something to eat. Haven't eaten all day. Been busy cleaning all around all morning. I know how that is. Roger. You get doing chores and you forget to eat. You gotta make a grilled cheese. You have to have your smartphone off to the side on speakerphone while you make a grilled cheese so you can still listen to the chat and enjoy a grilled cheese. Grilled cheese is good. I like cheese, man. I've always wanted a futuristic Zelda, and I've always wanted a Ganondorf origin story spin-off game. Same. A Ganondorf origin would be so good, as would be a Bowser title. Like, I want to just play as Bowser in a game and wreak havoc and be big and get bigger and more powerful. I finally got to experience that for a bit, kind of. Spoiler, towards the end of Super Mario Odyssey. But yeah, I love Bowser. He's just one of my favorite overall characters, designs, everything. I want MTV's Beavis and Butthead Sega Genesis on Nintendo Switch Online and NSO and NS2. Jesse LeBlanc, welcome. That'd be cool. Jeez, that sounds like forever ago playing that. My friend, I'm pretty sure, owned or rented that back in the day. Joycey J having a chicken bacon taco between appointments. Good. Steampunk Zelda Armin? Maybe. I have faith in the devs. I'm biased though because I've loved Zelda since I first played on the original NES. Yeah, Mr. Black. I could be biased when it comes to Zelda. I know the story could be better. Paul, what case/grip do you use for your Switch 2, by the way? Byzantium asks. Nothing. I guess I'm one of the few people that truly has no problem playing the Nintendo Switch 2 in portable mode as is. I take it out of the dock, I play it, I stick it back in the dock, I hop to my Pro Controller 2 and I play it like that. I never got any additional like grip dealio for Nintendo Switch either, for that matter. I just played that one the entire 8-year run whenever in portable mode. Regular. Some people might be like, oh, what? How did you last? I don't know. I don't complain about a whole lot. But it's life-changing with a grip. Probably the ergonomics would improve the experience, but man, I never minded the base system. Yeah. There was a demo for Daemon X Machina? Yeah, there is. Yeah, it's on eShop. I would think Space Zelda Gorons would be miners in the asteroid belt eating rocks. That'd be cool. I want a fair flight with Flower Blight Ganon. A Bowser game would be awesome, yes. How about we get HD remakes of Link the Faces of Evil, Zelda the Wand of Gamelon, and Zelda's Adventure? You know what? Sure. I think, though, I said it in a previous stream, we've got to get a 2D HD remake reimagined from the ground up of The Legend of Zelda 2, Adventure of Link, by Way Forward, have original integrity in mind of rebuilding the game, but have the reins to have some fun with it, with cinematics and extra stuff, revitalize it. It's so different. There you go. That's what I'd like to see. Bowser game would be awesome. Imagine Sim City SNES when Bowser would show up and destroy your city. See? That would be good. Steampunk Zelda would be great too. Wow, Rebel. Sketches of Harmony. Hi there. How you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. How are you? Welcome on in. I did the same initially, but I don't trust myself over time not to ruin my Switch. I bought a case to carry it around, but I play outside. We don't talk about those games. I just tuned in and heard Beavis and Butthead. Hey, Cornholio. Fire, fire. Dare and I prefer playing my Switch 2 in TV mode, but I'm okay portable as it is. No, your short was life-changing. Welcome to Jackass. You know what? We should watch that. That was funny. That was funny. Oh, let's see. That was funny. What I tell you, though, the more effort I put in, the fewer views it's gonna get. How many views does the Jackass one have? How many views does it have? I know it didn't explode. 957! The Xbox One, 996. Took me 10 seconds. This one.
Hi, I'm Paul Gale Network. Welcome to Jackass. This is timber. According to my calculations, there's an 8% chance that this is going to work. I like those odds. Oh! Oh! Timber! And that's why it's called timber. Today in gaming history, September 24th, 2007, Jackass the game launched for the PlayStation 2 in North America. Hi, I'm Paul Gale Network. Welcome to Jackass.
If you watched this on Nintendo Prime's channel without any context, and it's just called Jackass, like, the hell am I watching?
I like those odds.
And then you still don't know what you're watching, just based off of the title. Like, did Nate go
And that's why it's called
team up with Paul in something weird? And then you get this, which is some extra comedy added. And if you watch it on my channel, I guess you kind of know what to expect. It's a gaming history thing, but still not entirely know what to expect because you're not expecting a bit. All right. By the way, I'm going to do.
Paul Gale Network. Welcome to Jackass.
I'm gonna do a little request here. If you have not watched that short, later on, would you mind going to that following link and clicking it to watch it to improve the view by 1 or 2? Hit that like button. Drop a comment. Come on, we gotta change the algorithm game up here. 957 views. It's okay though. It's okay. It's fun. I do it for fun. If you all in the chat liked it, talk about it. I see these familiar, friendly faces in the comment section. That means a lot, you know what I mean? So even if 5,000, 10,000 people I don't know are not watching it, but a community of 20, 30 people are enjoying it, that's significant to me, you know? But it was what I was saying the other day, like, the stuff that you put the most effort in is not going to get the views. Yet the stuff that you just put together, not to say that these Pokemon ones don't have effort, but 4,100 views for an 8-second clip of me pushing the Pokeball. And then you got 1,100 views for this Wario one, which got a little bit of voice acting in it and a little bit of comedy behind it. 1,500 for X-Men. 4,000 for Zelda. But Zelda is Zelda, and that's big. Yeah, they're all over the place. 7,000 here, 6,000 there. Grand Theft Auto, 1,300. But I digress. It's fun. If I didn't have fun doing it, I wouldn't be doing it. But we have an awesome community and a good amount of people that do like it, and that's what makes it worth it, you know? Let's see, what else? Whoa, another random thought. Speaking of Way Forward, what if they made a 2D Star Fox shooter? In 128. That's a good what if. I'm a big fan of Way Forward. I mean, I've been friends with those guys for quite some years. With Matt Bozon, the brother of Mark Bozon, even further back, but really Voldy Way, Mark Bozon, Matt, Chris, everybody there, Mr. Tyranny, everyone there is cool people, cool people. Whenever I visit their studios, even the folks I don't immediately know, just the other devs working there, like they're always friendly when I come by a visit. I would be happy to see them handle a 2D Star Fox game. What I really want though is a new big epic 3D Star Fox that takes us on land, in the air, in space, co-op story mode. Use that Nintendo Switch 2 camera to have your face in your friends' cockpits while you're flying online in the R-Wing versus mode, story mode like Ratchet and Clank, dude. One day. Have you watched the new season of Beavis and Butthead? No. Play with all the Fox members? Yeah. I am the great Cornholio. Yeah. I like those odds too. Yeah, I Byzantium. 8% odds. That's so funny. I was going to do, I'll tell you a little bit behind the scenes thing. I was going to do, I just thought of it a little bit later, but like, and remember everybody, safety first, and like put on a bandana covering my eyes instead of, safety goggles or something like that. Or get earplugs and take the earplugs and put in my eyes and squint or something like that. Something stupid, but part of that was thought of like later in the process, but it was funny. My Miyamoto Zoolander pick was a bit of an abstract joke the other day. Even for me, he did say this is Jackass. I said this is Jackass, but people didn't know it was a game necessarily. Jackass was stupid, but it was the product of its time. I watched it and laughed. I laughed so hard. Hello, hello. Published says, thought it was good. Thank you, Mr. Black. Low effort is my middle name. Upgrade for Breath of the Wild. Okay. Serious question. Did your lemon tree actually have to come down? Okay, so this was a neighbor's orange tree that wanted it taken out. Free Metroid hat. Hold on, Joycey. Free Metroid hat with a $5 gift. Big thank you, Free Metroid hat. Did you see? I knew you were going to ask it. I knew you were going to ask that today. If you popped on stream, I was like, oh boy, I'm going to get asked this question. Let me read it. No, I did not. But I will. Oh wait, not 1.5. Thank you so much, first of all. Even though I know, I saw what you were typing, so I know what the question is going to be. Did you see the final episode of Alien Earth Season 1 yet? They will most likely be doing a Season 2, I think. First of all, thank you again. I really appreciate it. Secondly, no, I have not. But thirdly, dang it, I really hope they do based off of the first several episodes. I think we have just the finale to watch. Maybe one away. But we're right there, so we will very soon. I hope it doesn't get what like Dexter Youngblood got. One season. It was great. Oh, wow. Cool. Boom. Nope. That's it. Done. Come on. Let Alien Earth have a chance to walk the whole mile before you cancel it before the 5K, Come on. Did you like it, Free Metroid Hat? How did you rate? I guess, yeah. It won't be a spoiler for me. How did you rate the finale versus how did you rate the whole series? Like, did you give the whole series an 8 and the finale, woo, that's a 10? Or the series, like, yeah, an 8.5, great. Finale, it was good, but like a 7, I'm curious. Free Metroid Hat with another 5. I also watched all 4 episodes of Marvel Zombies this morning, and it's a great October show. Oh, I have not seen that. Marvel Zombies, I know of it. It's an animated one, right? Like 22-ish minutes each, right? If I'm not mistaken. A little bit on the shorter side, Disney Plus. I have to check it out. I think it's made by the same folks from that did Marvel's What If, right? Cool, though. Okay, I'm going to have to watch that. Some of these shows are so easy to digest, especially if they're like half hour or less. Like, you just start binging them. Thank you for Metroid Hat. I got to check it out. Okay. I guess, yeah. How did you rate the finale of Alien Earth compared to the rest of the series, or the series overall? And then Marvel Zombies. I don't know if you have a rating for it, but I'll check it out. Thank you, thank you. Oh, to get back to Joyce's question. Yeah, so this is a neighbor. The tree was significantly rotted out. Like a lot of it was very hard and crusty on one side, and like even underneath the roots or even underneath the stump, like was a caved in hole and cracking and stuff like that. Yet the tree was still producing some oranges, but wasn't getting watered anymore intentionally. Just whatever was watering the grass or whatever would kind of hit the tree. That's it. She wasn't a big fan of oranges in the first place. Wanted it gone for a long time. A good portion of it was dead. So, yeah. We talked about it in the past because I actually removed a tree of hers in the backyard some years ago, and conversation was like, yeah, this one, it's been some while, ready to move it. I'm like, got an idea for a short. I'm not just cutting down your tree. I'm going to cut down your tree and record it. I'm going to throw it into a short. I've got some ideas on some games, you know. Some of the shorts are a little bit more simple. I bet you I could make every short I do into a 45-ish second themed episodic, more like so, content, right? But I don't. I have most being the normal thing, and then it kind of is special when that GTA one drops, that Jackass one drops. We got 365 days, you know what I mean? Like, could I have climbed up some tower for King Kong when Kong the Animated Series was one of the games? Yeah. Could I have gone to the track and done a triple jump for Super Mario 3D All-Stars? Yeah, but, you know, I've got ideas. It just, I don't do all of them, but I wouldn't mind doing more. Part of it, a little bit is time. Part of it is just, you know, we'll see how this goes, and we'll spread them out, the more interesting, fun, skit-like ones, but yeah. And on the orange tree, by the way, yeah, I probably would have, if it were my tree, tried to save the tree. I fought hard to save my avocado tree in my backyard. It got sick during COVID, and I saved it, and it got sick again, and I saved it again. And now, like, I got my first avocado this summer that I got to pick. It's pretty cool. So yeah, I like fruit trees. I would have worked harder to save it, but it was dead-ish in her eyes, not worth saving. Didn't really like it. Wasn't a fan of the fruit, so it was easy for her to part with. Do you think we'll get another Star Fox game? An open world game would be so cool. I think we will, Darren and I. Some Star Fox of some capacity will return someday. Poor Lemon Tree, Orange Tree, but, you know, now you know the context. Roger Enyard got a pot pie to eat. Ooh, the chicken pot pie is good. Took one bite. My craving for Funyuns took hold now. So now you have a small bowl of chips. Used to make lemonade. OSHA violations avowed. I keep hearing about that show. Want to check it out? Heck yeah, Mr. Black. I think you'll like it. Free Mitchard hat with Alien Earth. It's a good one. Alien Earth, freaking Peacemaker, Wednesday, all this stuff out at the same time. So much goodness. I'm excited for it. Sad it's the finale. Oh, sketches, yeah. I gotta watch it too. The 1-2 punch, pow pow. That's right. They would have had to be zombies if Jimmy didn't return. I haven't had Funyuns in a while. Oh wow, I thought they were lemons. Now you know how poor the tree was if you thought those oranges were lemons, right? Alien Earth is a 10 out of 10. I am a huge the Alien series fan. Oh, okay, cool. So the finale ended on a high note. Awesome to hear. Do your neighbors town having tournaments? Does your neighboring town have turnips instead? Like Shelton? No. B. Mario. My town grows corn, cotton, and pecans, and peanuts mostly. I live in a small town. That's pretty cool. Then it's nice of you to help your neighbor with a tree to take down. That's some work. Oh, jeez, yeah. Honestly, taking the tree down, fun. Cutting, punching, ripping, kicking, making a sketch, fun. Trimming all those big, heavy-ass branches down, those big chunks of wood down, cramming them into the trash cans, have the trash cans taken out, put into more trash cans, and like the picking up stuff afterwards, the cleanup part, less fun than the removal part. The removal part is like, the cleanup part is like, you know? It's fun to make the mess, not fun to clean up the mess. Are you planning on staying live until the Sony broadcast? I wish. I actually have to leave soon. How long have we been streaming? Another stream that just blasted 80 minutes? Wow. I thought we were approaching Nintendo 64 minutes. Just been having so much fun talking to y'all. You're all fantastic today. You're always fantastic, but like I said, some days we just fly fast. We've had 21 to 30 something people watching this whole stream. We've got 31 likes in here. 22 people watching, 31 likes. I like those odds. We got up to 30 plus likes today. That's super cool. Big thank you all. But the time, my gosh, without looking, we're at 81 minutes until now, you know? I will be back later with either another stream or with the reactions to the State of Play, which hopefully is fun. Star Fox will return in Octofoxy. Your town has a Walmart and 15 places to eat fried chicken. Small town. Getting a Zaxby's as well. My town doesn't even have a Walmart and 2 places to eat fried chicken. Wow, Mr. Black. I like small towns, especially in Japan or places like New England, like in the film Iron Giant. That's a cool vibe. No, it doesn't feel like 80 minutes, Mr. Black. It does not. Let's see if I missed any questions. I don't want to miss any super chats from earlier if I missed one, or any gifted memberships from earlier if I missed one. So I'm scrolling back. And if I could even find some just comments, I would like to read them. That's hard to do, but let's see. But yeah, this is a great stream. I'm looking back in the chat to see anything that I missed, because I don't want to miss anything if I have an opportunity to. Tokyo Game Show. Stay tuned online soon, because when that Resident Evil Requiem footage eventually drops, I will be covering it. I'm a big Resident Evil fan. That State of Play, we will have more to talk about either later today or tomorrow. Mario Kart World, even though I haven't played it yet, I downloaded the update, then played, other games, but one of these days, hopefully we'll be able to play online, live together, but at the very least, talk about what we experienced. What? Oh, shoot! I'm busy scrolling up, seeing did I miss anything. Roger Enyart, in that very end, with another blast of 10 more gifted memberships. Huge. Thank you, Roger. Yeah, we hit those 30 likes, and then out of nowhere, boom. Who got one? Anyone here in the chat? James the Great, Ananias Hernandez, Cobalt, Frog Army, Alanis Martinez, Disney World Vacationer, Brob Singer maybe, Muhammad Alumran, Fetch Dog, Aurora Plays 9727. Some of those names a little bit more familiar than others, but dang, welcome everybody on in. Thank you, Mr. Roger Enyart, for the $30 contribution in this stream, and in that same sentence, 30 new members added on. Thank you, Free Metroid Hat, for the $5, $10 total in Super Chats. Thank you, Boo Mini, for gifting a membership, adding another dollar onto the board. We hit 41. That's a lot. That's a big, big thank you. And thank you, everyone, for being here. Some names newer than others, some almost every day. But this community's continuing to grow at a medium pace. And I love to see it. I'll be back later in some capacity. Yes, Sketches of Harmony saying, Roger, with the poetry in motion. Later in some capacity, I'll be back. Whether it's online, live, or with the video footage of the reactions to the State of Play. But some more content will come out later today and tomorrow too, of course. I wish I had more choices closer. Okay, talking about boom, boom. Is this one you, PGN, Sketches of Harmony? That one's a newer one, yeah. So I don't know if y'all can make out what Sketches of Harmony just dropped, but that's one of the emojis, which is pretty cool. It's on the newer side. I could see what it is, even in tiny, tiny font, because I put it up. I'm very familiar with it. I don't know if you all can. If y'all can't, I might just take 1/4 of it and put up 1/4 at a time. That could be kind of neat. But that is my character model in Street Fighter 4. And the upper left is my character model in Street Fighter 4, and the upper right is the real me. Bottom left is the Street Fighter 4 logo, and the bottom right is the Paul Gale Network logo. And that's from when I was turned into a character in Street Fighter 4. So I thought, I'll make that little thing an emoji. That's pretty sweet. And we got a lot of emojis dropping off. Nintendo Prime dropping off that Street Fighter 4 crossover Paul Gale Network emoji. Sketches of Harmony with the Akuma one. Tsukino Ame. Yeah, you've got the Goku and the Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5 there. The emojis, they're just my pictures, but they're pretty fun. I mean, you know, they're pretty fun. I mean, I have fun with them. Hey, that's kind of cool. Members only live stream? That's a new notification that popped up. Oh, that's kind of neat. Huh. We've never done that. Members only live stream. Schedule your live stream to switch to members only. Well, we won't do that now because there are people in here. Holy cow! What in the world? Pokemon fan 34 out of nowhere. Jeez Louise. Does that say 10? Did I read that correctly? Does that say 10? Wow. 304 members up in this channel. We were this close to ending. Pokemon fan with a massive 10. Big thank you, Pokemon fan 34, for gifting 10 members. Who got it? DBX, Widowmaker 4681, somebody, Rod Priester, Bradley Taylor, Not Potato, John Taiwo, PC Guy Epic, Fire Legend, Ryan Kelker, and Araceli Nietes. You will never see me coming. No, Pokemon fan 34. Did not see you coming. Sketches of Harmony saying, wow, Pokemon fan. Roger Enyart giving Pokemon fan a woo! So hyped for the Zelda movie. Yes, Free Metroid Hat. No guarantees, but boy, would I like to go to the red carpet premiere of that one. At least Wes Ball knows I exist. When Nintendo Prime and I were talking back and forth on X about the Zelda movie and my Fire Master Sword pool jump, I tagged Wes Ball, and he had like an eye emoji. So he knows of Nintendo Prime. He knows of Paul Gale Network. he knows of the Zelda pool and that I'm a stuntsman ready to get a Master Sword, light it on fire, and jump in a pool, I've offered him later, hey, if you need some martial arts choreography or stunt work, or building up your actors and actresses to be safe, teach them how to fight and stuff, get them into shape, dude, I'm in Los Angeles. I'm ready to go. Man. Maybe. I'm hyped. Free Metroid hat. I'm hyped, everyone. Thank you, Pokemon Fan 34. Whew. Make that 40. 40 new members today? Gosh, that's a lot. Jeez, that's a lot. That's 10% of the freaking... No. That's greater than 10%. 10% would only be 30. Like a 13% of the 13% of the total members that this community has, boom, was just dropped today. Was just acquired today. 40 new members today? Jeez Louise. That's terrific. I'm telling you, everyone's going to be green in here. They're going to have a whole sea of green. It's going to be nuts. Only 8 people in chat history not green. We'll get them soon. Right? Come on. Come on now. You will never see me coming. So true. So true. My chat's doing a weird little thing, by the way. It's going tick, 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 tick. But I'm not seeing a new type enter. Any other comment? Geez, 91 minutes. I had to go a while ago, but you're all keep on dropping the donos, dropping the super chats, subscribing, giving the gifted memberships. I can't leave. Asking good questions, which I appreciate. I mean, being late, is it that big of a deal? Mr. Black saying that Green Ranger Army. Yes. Gotta get back to work. Bye, everyone. Hope y'all love the gift. It says Pokemon Fan 34. Published saying bye. Big baller, that's right. Published, didn't get it. Yeah. Likey to streamy, it's almost to 40 likes. Yeah, Mr. Black. Yeah, before you go, according to Mr. Black, it's almost at 40 likes. We get the 40. We got the 40. We're at 35. Mr. Black, asking everybody, just hit that like button on the way out. Get to 40. We might not. It's possible that everybody here right now already liked it. We have 35 likes. We've got 26 people watching. More likely than not, most people already hit that like button. Maybe not, though. But yeah, thank you, Mr. Black, for pitching that idea. And thank you to everyone for being here. Dang, what a fun time. Sometimes it's not fair. When you've got to go, this is when the stream is hitting the high with great conversation, great community, so many chats going back and forth that I don't have to read. I'm just curious because it's all you positively talking back and forth amongst one another, and I'm just happy to see it happen. And people are being extra generous, and we're laughing at shorts and stuff like that. And we got stuff to look forward to later today. Nintendo Prime's podcast. You could watch that tonight. You could watch State of Play. I think Nintendo Prime is streaming it. So check that out. I won't be live streaming it, but I'll be putting up stuff later on. It's like Nintendo Minute that was never a minute. PGN Live is never just 64 minutes. No. We have far less than otherwise hit 64 minutes. You know, like that's the bare minimum. Like, oh, we're going to have a Nintendo 64-minute chat. That's the intention, right? At least that long. Like, that's a fun time. That's a fun stream. You can't complain with 64 minutes. I mean, I can't complain. I always have an hour's worth of gaming to talk to on any given day. But sometimes we just go in hour and a half. And just when it's getting really good, then you gotta go. But yeah, I guess I gotta roll now. I'll be back later in some capacity. We'll do it again. Some of you might be here, some of you might not, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so much for all of your contributions. Boo Mini, Pokemon Fan 34, Free Metroid Hat, Roger Enyart, and everybody who tuned in today, that hit that like button, that dropped a comment, that was just lurking while you were working, or while you were driving, or making food, or emptying out the kitty litter boxes, or whatever, you know? We're ending the stream strong with 35 likes, 25 people watching. Yeah, it's been great. It's spicy. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Take care, and we'll see you later for more fun. Bye, everybody. Oops. Let's see. I'm trying to type myself. That way, I left it in the chat, and in case if I'm gone, someone could still see that I wrote bye. Bye, y'all.